telegraphing to the world, we're not inspecting the containers leaving, we're not inspecting the containers arriving. That's why we have a fentanyl crisis. We have illicit, deadly drugs coming from Asia that are not being inspected by the ports in Vancouver.
We've seen this before, and if we want the meetings to descend into pure chaos, that invitation can be accepted. But I think that now that we've seen that there's games being played, I think that the disruptions from Liberal members need to end.
Gang, what's up? Aaron here, Canadian Looney. Smash the like, hit subscribe, get your Canadian federal politics right here.
Story broke as a result of an ATIP from a York University professor, an expert in privacy. It was turned over, the data was turned over to Radio Canada. Radio Canada reached out to your respective departments, asking if you're using the software, confirming you're using the software, and if you had first conducted privacy impact assessments. According to their written responses, as per Radio Canada, none did. So first question to the CBSA, when did you purchase the software, sir, from Shared Services Canada?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chair. The first procurement of Grey Key was in March of 2019. The first purchase of Celebrate premium units was in March of 2021.
Okay. And how many times have you used this particular software in question?
Thank you for the question, Mr. Chair. I couldn't tell you exactly how many times we've used the software. What I can tell you, for example, in 2023, we had 119 criminal investigations, during the course of which we seized 712 devices. When we say 712 devices, that will include, for example, the memory card or a SIM card that's in the cell phone. So a cell phone could count as 3 devices. Okay.
You'll table with this committee an actual number as to how many times you use this specific software from the data purchase?
I will do our very best. I can't assure you that we can count every single instance, but we can certainly give you stats.
So we're talking hundreds. That's
I'd say, yes, in 2021 we seized 219.
Yeah, so we're talking hundreds and hundreds of investigations using this software, and not once did your department seek out a PIA, a privacy impact assessment. Is that correct?
So what we have done is we do have the privacy, the PIB, the privacy, I apologize, it's the acronym is slipping my memory
PIA?
right now. The PIB. So
PIB?
It's a PIB. So we posted online what types of information we are gathering, under what circumstances we're gathering, and how we're using it. We've started our internal process to do a program level PIA, because we want to do it at the program level, not at the device level.
You understand, sir, that the PIA is not optional.
Agreed.
It's a directive by the Treasury Board.
Agreed.
And when the Commissioner testified last week, Commissioner reached out to your department and specifically asked you, when are you going to start conducting PIAs? Your response was, well, we're looking into it, or we're about to start it. So what was your actual response? Are you still looking into the use of this mandated process, or have you actually started as a result of this controversy?
As I noted in my opening remarks, we started the process to doing a privacy impact assessment for the entire criminal investigations program in 2022. We're following our internal processes in doing so. As a result of that, we are now moving forward with the PIA that we'll work with the Privacy Commissioner on.
We have an auto theft crisis in this country. It's reaching alarming rates, so much so that the government is conducting a summit, which I believe is happening on this Thursday. The CBSA is in charge of protecting our borders, correct?
Amongst others, yes.
Yes. And Justin Trudeau's and this government's mismanagement of our federal ports has turned them into parking lots for stolen cars that then disappear overseas. For instance, in the Port of Montreal, where the majority of stolen cars leave Canada, the Port of Montreal only has 5 CBSA agents to inspect the massive volume of containers that leave each year, according to the Journal de Montréal. They also have 1 X-ray scanner that constantly breaks down. Federal ports in Vancouver, Prince Rupert, and Halifax tell a similar story. According to Peel Detective Mark Haywood, the CBSA checks less than 1% of all containers leaving the country. And we're talking thousands of containers leaving every week. Why? With
Why?
all the money the government is providing the CBSA, why are you contributing
Point
to
of
this
order,
crisis?
Chair.
What I would suggest,
Point of order.
Just a reminder, gang, smash the like, hit subscribe. We work really hard at this stuff. Let's get back to the video.
Relevance to this study?
Thank you for the point of order. I think I've mentioned this before, Ms. Damoff, that I generally give a lot of latitude to members of Parliament, and I expect that Mr. Brock will come back to where we're at. Perhaps we'll find out. He's got 1 minute and 31 seconds left. So, Mr. Brock, go ahead, please. You have the floor.
His title is Intelligence and Enforcement. This question I'm posing to him is squarely within his ability to answer that question. With the hundreds of millions of dollars that the government is transferring to the CBSA to assist you in doing your work to enforce, to inspect, why has the department been so derelict in its responsibilities to inspect these containers, which clearly sends a message to the criminal underworld and the organized crime units that Canada is a haven for this type of activity? So please explain to law enforcement, we have law enforcement right here, who I'm sure are very frustrated in your lack of attention to this issue. Why do we only have 5 agents?
So what I'd suggest is, in fact, that we are a key partner working with law enforcement across the country. Over the last year, we participated in 14 different joint operations with local police in the Toronto area, for example, working very closely with police in Ontario and Quebec to take a risk-based approach to examining containers. I think you understand that it's completely impossible to search every single container entering or leaving a port.
Why?
The sheer volume and numbers and thousands of those containers.
Ask for
so
the
what we are
resources.
doing is we are taking a risk-based approach using intelligence that we get from our partners in law enforcement.
Okay, so we're
to take a
telegraphing to
targeted
the
approach.
world, we're not inspecting the containers leaving, we're not inspecting the containers arriving. That's why we have a fentanyl crisis. We have illicit, deadly drugs
Point of
coming
order, Chair.
from Asia that are not being
Mr. Brock.
inspected by the ports in Vancouver.
Mr. Brock, 6 minutes is up.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Ms. Damoff, you have, sorry, on your point of order, Ms. Khalid, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up, unless auto theft is being conducted by surveillance devices, I don't see how that's relevant, Chair.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Damoff.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you to all the witnesses for being here. I'm just going to start with a rhetorical question. I'm wondering if Mr. Brock is suggesting that this software be used to combat auto theft. I didn't hear that work its way into his question, and trade would come to a halt if we inspected every single shipping container that left Canada. Is that not correct?
Did every single shipping container coming into the country and leaving the country, trade would come to a halt.
Thank you. So moving on to what our study is actually about, just a quick question.
Go ahead. Sorry, Ms. Damoff. Go ahead, Mr. Barrett.
So we had 2 Liberal members interrupt Mr. Brock, and then Ms. Damoff, because of his line of questioning, and then Ms. Damoff continued on the exact same line of questioning. So, this isn't a question, Chair, about the standing orders or about relevance. It's about looking to disrupt a member who rightfully has the floor, who's within his time, and who's asking questions and giving an opportunity to respond. We've seen this before, and if we want the meetings to descend into pure chaos, that invitation can be accepted. But I think that now that we've seen that there's games being played, I think that the disruptions from Liberal members need to end.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett. So, again, we've been on this committee together long enough, all of us, to know that I generally give a lot of latitude to members to utilize their time in a manner in which they choose. We have subject matter experts that are in front of us. Yes, we are dealing with a subject. My expectation is that we are going to get back to where we need to go with that subject. I don't like, frankly, these constant interruptions of point of orders just because we don't like what somebody's saying or what a line of questioning is, and that goes on all sides. So, Ms. Damoff, you have 5 minutes and 22 seconds left.
Everyone has an opinion about Canadian federal politics. My name's Aaron. This is Canadian Looney. We're going to wrap it up. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. Check out this playlist. Check out this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Smash the like, hit subscribe. Aaron at Canadian Looney. Ciao for now. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks again for watching. We're out.